live in the Information Center, Jennifer Leslie, 11 News.
All right, Jen, thank you. And among those watching the TV coverage of Hood's surrender were Bud and Carolyn Christian, the parents of the officer killed. And Bud Christian tells 11 Alive's John Sherrick he forgives Hood, but let justice now be done.
Some people are bigger, stronger than the tragedies in their lives.
It was a sigh of relief.
Bud Christian tells me after watching the televised apprehension of Jamie Hood, the fugitive accused of killing his son, senior police officer Buddy Christian, he's relieved, thankful, not bitter, not angry.
I believe that everyone in Georgia will sleep a lot better tonight knowing that that he's in custody.
Bud Christian is surrounded in his home by the toys he keeps for Buddy's 2-year-old son and 5-year-old daughter when they come over to play, and he is determined that they grow up knowing who their father was. A man of faith whose ministry was policing, who believed in second chances for others and forgiveness.
He touched the lives of many, many people, and if he had had the opportunity, he would have been Jamie's friend, and he would have tried to help him as well. But he wasn't given that opportunity because his life was cut short through this act of violence. The outpouring of love has just been tremendous. Clark County pulling together in order to get something like this done. And it just restores my faith in my fellow man.
Some people are bigger, stronger than the tragedies in their lives. In Athens, John Sherrick, 11 Alive News.
Elmer Christian will be laid to rest this weekend. A visitation is scheduled for this afternoon. His funeral is at 2 o'clock Sunday at the Classic Center in Athens. Residents are asked to line the roadway from downtown to the cemetery in his honor.
Turn the lights on. Is that in there? Yes, thank you, Mr. Ball. Calling next witness.
Mike Marler. Raise your right hand, please, sir. You solemnly swear the testimony about to give the court in this matter, State versus Jamie Donnell Hood, be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Have a seat, please, and state your name for the jury and spell your last name for the court, please, sir.
Name is Michael Marler. Last name is M-A-R-L-A-R.
And are you employed, sir?
Yes, I am. I'm employed with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, and I have been since 2002. Was assigned for, I guess, from 06 until June of this year to the Athens Regional Office, which covers 11 counties, to include Athens, Clark County.
And what is your current position and responsibility?
I have been promoted and reassigned. I'm an Assistant Special Agent in charge of North Georgia Drug Task Force.
When you were Special Agent over here in Region 11 for the time period you indicated, what were your responsibilities as an agent out of the Region 11 office off 29 Highway?
We work various types of crimes to include violent crimes, homicides, child molestations, child pornography, those types of cases, just a variety of different things, to also officer-involved shootings, public corruption, that type of thing.
What area did you grow up in, sir?
Stone Mountain, Georgia.
And following that, did you go to college?
I did. I went to the University of Georgia and graduated in 1998, a degree in speech communication.
And following 1998, did you go into law enforcement either before you graduated or and certainly after you graduated?
I was been post-certified since 1996 and worked for the Chamblee Police Department in DeKalb County and came to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. And when I came to the GBI, I was assigned to the Atlanta field office for probably about 7 months, 8 months, somewhere in there. And then I was reassigned to a juvenile crime arrest him is when I came to the Athens Regional Field Office.
Sir, let me go back to March 22nd, 2011. You were working with Region 11 at that time?
I was.
At that time, in that afternoon, did you become aware of the incident that occurred off Sycamore at that point?
Yes, actually, I just been eating lunch with somebody and received a telephone call, and they wanted to know if I'd seen a red vehicle. You know, I don't recall exactly what. I just remember the word red. They said there had been a kidnapping, and I was like, no, I didn't see anything like that. So I was on Atlanta Highway up around the Big Lots, which is just down from Mitchell Bridge Road. And actually, I drove back to the office. By the time I arrived there, I learned that there had been a shooting that had occurred between the time I was on the phone with who had contacted me and when I'd arrived back to the office. And then we learned that an officer had been shot, and that's what we did. We started heading back over to the area of Sycamore.
And did you actually go to the area of Sycamore there?
Yes, I did.
And as far as Sycamore, when you got over there, what was it like when you got there?
There was a lot of people there. They were trying to lock down a perimeter because Mr. Hood had not been located at that time. I know that there was a carjacking nearby. There were people trying to contain the scenes. There's a lot of different things going on at one time.
Sir, at that afternoon while you were there, were you asked to secure the weapon of Officer Tony Howard?
I was, and I met with Lieutenant Patrick Whitmore, which I obtained that firearm from him, and I placed it. When I did, I unloaded the gun, had a round in the chamber, ammunition in the magazine. I rendered it safe and put it into an evidence box and secured it. And later on, I took it to the GBI evidence room or evidence locker and placed it in there on that same date.
And did you note the serial number on that particular weapon when you received it?
I did.
Did you fill out a property receipt, sir?
I did.
And that weapon, at the time you saw that and unloaded it, was it fully loaded?
Yes. And I also had a flashlight attached to it, if I remember correctly.
Let me show you, if I can, what's been marked as Stacy Exhibit 920. Would you show that directly to the agent, please, ma'am? 920 and 921. Look at that top sheet that's been identified as Stacy Exhibit 920. Do you recognize that particular sheet that's contained in the plastic bag that's been labeled?
Yes, I do.
And what is that, sir?
It's a proctor receipt that I filled out pertaining to the firearm.
And was that from March 22nd, 2011?
Yes, it is, from approximately 4:05 p.m.
In Stacy Exhibit 921, would you look at that particular box and see if you can identify what that appears to be?
This is the handgun that corresponds to that evidence property receipt.
Is that your writing on the box itself?
Yes.
Okay.
My initials are on the end as well, my badge number.
And did you seal that particular box?
I did.
Got it. And if you would, Your Honor, with Your Honor's permission, may you look inside of that, and the deputy, would you assist him with that, opening that box, please?
Give a pair of gloves because there may be some blood on this. me to actually remove it from?
Just go ahead and look at it, see if you recognize and can identify that particular weapon and other contents of that box.
Yeah, that's the same firearm.
And at the time you, rounds in the magazine itself, and the magazine loaded into the position of the firearm where it properly placed.
Yes,
And how many rounds were in the magazine?
15, and there was one in the chamber for a total of 16 rounds.
And the magazine, is that all that the magazine was fully loaded at that time?
Yes, that's the full capacity.
And I would tender into evidence at this time State's Exhibit number 920 and 921.
Any objection? No, sir, y'all. Submitted.
Do you want, I mean, this,
At this time, it's been tendered. At this time, Your Honor, may he display the particular weapon to the jury just from the seat there, please? Could you display that weapon to the jury? Just from where you stand, please. Thank you, sir. Secure that with the deputy, please. Sir, let me direct your attention to the date of March 31st, 2011, in the afternoon. Did you have occasion to conduct an interview with a Khalid Bashir?
I did,
And where was that interview conducted?
at the GBI field office in Athens, Georgia. And it was done in the afternoon of that particular day.
And was that recorded in some fashion?
It was my digital recorder.
And let me show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 922. Show you that particular CD. Do you recognize that particular CD, sir?
I do.
And what was that? 922. You that particular CD contains what, sir?
The interview with Mr. Bashir.
And have you listened to that particular CD?
I have.
Is it truly and accurately reflect the interview you had with him on March 31st, 2011?
Yes.
And has there been any additions or deletions or changes to that at all anyway?
No.
Thank you, sir. That's all I have of Agent Marler at this time today.
Your cross-exam. Morning, Mr. Marler. Am I saying it right, sir? Marler?
Marler? Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. What all did you do in this case? Everything. I mean, from the March 22nd, 2011 to March 25th, turn yourself in. What was your involvement in this case, sir? Can you tell us the entirety?
The entirety, we basically went to various locations with groups of people to see if we could locate Jamie Hood.
Sir, you say you went to Sycamore Drive. What was the scene like when you arrived, sir?
There was a lot of different people there, and the crime scene was getting taken care of, and there were people putting a perimeter out.
Did you participate in that massive manhunt? They were looking for me. Did you participate in that way, sir?
I did.
Could you tell us your role as you played in that, please, sir?
We went to various addresses where information took us to look for you.
Yeah.
numbers about? What section?
Make a 1 to 50, you know, the maps. I'm looking for the little maps. I think they should.
Well, you got it.
That'll be exhibit, State's Exhibit 2, Your Honor, and State's Exhibit 4, Your Honor. Ms. Marley, do you recall at any time, can we get the little laser, please? Yeah. Is that color right, Your Honor, or is something wrong?
It's like we've been seeing.
Okay, I guess it may. Ms. Marley, during your manhunt, during your participating in manhunt, isn't it true that you was right here, that was my parents stayed right here, 100 Randy Road. Did you ever go in this vicinity anytime, sir?
Yes, I did.
Okay. When you agree this little road right here is Randy Road?
That's correct.
Okay. When you agree that this is Spring Valley Road right here?
That's correct.
Okay. And what is this, Athens, Winterville Road, Athens Road right here? Right here with the little red thing going, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is my parents' house and this Spring Valley Road. You see this little wooded area right across the street from my parents'
Yes.
home? Isn't it true that you and some other agents searched these woods, were searching these woods, look for me?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, do you recall finding anything right across the street from my mom's house right here in these woods, sir?
Yes, we found some zip ties that were in that area, black and white ones.
Could you tell the jury about them zip ties, please, sir?
Yeah, give me just 1 second. I can tell you the date. It would have been on March the 23rd at approximately 9:05 p.m. Actually, I was with some members from Oconee County Sheriff's Office that were assisting in the manhunt that was underway. It was about 9 o'clock in the evening, 9:05 in the evening, and one of the guys that I was with, he came and told me that they had found some zip ties that were in the wood line. So I called another agent to bring me a GPS unit and some other items so we could collect them as potential evidence. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Is that exhibit 31, your report, your written report, sir, you referring to?
that's correct.
Okay, yes, sir. Who was the agent, who was the agent who brought the camera and GPS unit to look at them zip ties? Who was the agent, sir?
Sarah Thomas.
Okay. After y'all took pictures of the zip ties and what you saw, what time was it when y'all found it?
I mean, it had been around 9:05
AM, PM?
p.m.
Okay. So, did you do a change of custody on those zip ties?
I'd have to look at the property receipt.
But do you have it with you?
I don't have it with me.
Well, would it help you if I should?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
You wanted to look at what you have?
Yes, sir, it's the same thing. I gotta leave, I'm serious.
Okay.
is a property receipt pertaining to the zip ties that were located on Spring Valley Road. So on that particular date, I signed them over to Agent Sarah Thomas. That would have been on the 23rd of March.
Well, I mean, you can get it back and look at it.
Yes,
It's in
sir.
evidence.
Yes, sir.
No, it hasn't been offered.
Okay, you're right, I didn't offer it right, I'm sorry, you're right, I'm sorry. Mr.
It's
Moore.
offered, I don't have any objection to that.
Okay. Mr. Moore, do you recognize what you see in the defendant exhibit, 19, sir?
I do.
Is it a fair and accurate presentation of what you saw that day or what you put on your change of custody, sir?
That's correct.
Okay, Judge, Your Honor, I would like to tender into evidence defendant exhibit number 19.
Any
I
objection?
said no objection.
Submitted. Who wants to know?
Now, Mr. Moore, do you have your little red lays up there, please, sir? Could you explain to the jury what this is and what you found on that sheet, please, sir?
Right here it shows I had three pairs of black zip ties. Right here it shows I had 3 pairs of white zip ties, which were located in that wood line on Spring Valley Road. And then, of course, here shows me being the one that obtained it, where I took it, and then relinquished it to another agent, Sarah Thomas, that we talked about earlier.
Did anybody ask you to bring that evidence to court so you can show the jury that evidence, this piece of evidence, sir?
I believe that evidence is here.
I mean, the ones that you found in the wood, not in the Cadillac, the ones that you found in the wood that you took photographs of. Did anybody ask you to bring these particular one to court and show it to the court or the jury?
The evidence is here, but nobody's asked me to do that now.
But we have it. If he wants to introduce that, we'll be glad to produce it. We have no objection whatsoever that he wants to. We weren't gonna get into that, but if he wants to do it, I have no objection.
Yeah, I would like for them to see it. I mean,
All right.
want me to fly on till they bring it back up? I can keep going, just speed it up till they bring it back.
It's right there.
Oh, okay.
Just mark it.
As I said, we have no objection.
All right, and mark, that'd be marked what, 20?
Now, but ain't that that's their evidence, right? Or you want me to mark mine? Okay,
They're
I
saying
mark
you
mine.
can use it as your evidence.
Okay, I marked one.
And they've stipulated to the admissibility, so
Why did you put it on the top of this or the back? Oh, don't know.
Judge,
it's actually 2 pieces, it looks like.
Judge,
What? Do we need to take a break? Let,
She's doing okay. She's doing okay.
you want us, let's go back for a minute. Let, before we do this. there something we